विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೈಷ್ಣವರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಎಲ್ಲರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ಯುವರ್ ಮರ್ಸಿ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಯಾ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ದ PPT. ಶ್ರೀಲ ಲೋಚನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್. ಶ್ರೀ ಲೋಚನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವರು ಶ್ರೀ ನರಹರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವರ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಶಿಷ್ಯರಾಗಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಶ್ರೀ ನರಹರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್, ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಯರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು. ಶ್ರೀ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಗಳ ಡಿಯರ್ ಡಿವೋಟಿ. ಆ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೇ ಇವರು ಇದ್ರು, ನರಹರಿ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಲೋಚನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವರ ಜನನ ಆಗಿದ್ದು 34 years ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಸ್ ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 34 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಅವರು ಈ ಅವತಾರ ಆದಾಗ ಇವರ ಜನನ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ 1523, 1523 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರ ಜನನ ಕೋಗ್ರಾಮ ಅಂತ, ಈ ಕಟ್ವಾ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇವ್ರ ಜನನ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇವರ ತಂದೆ ಕಮಲಾಕರ ದಾಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಮತ್ತೆ ತಾಯಿ ಸದಾನಂದೆ. ಹಿಸ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಕಮಲಾಕರ ದಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸದಾನಂದೆ. ಇವರು ಚಿಕ್ಕಂದಿನಿಂದಲೂ ಶ್ರೀಮನ್ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನನ್ಯ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ it was very evident from his very childhood that he was a great devotee of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೋಚನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಬೇಗ ವಿವಾಹ ಆಯ್ತು, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲೇ. ಆಗಿನ ಆ ಕಾಲದ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ ಹಂಗೆ ಇತ್ತು. And he got married at a really very young age, and but he was utterly disinterested in either married life or material life as such. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವೈವಾಹಿಕ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚೂರು ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ವೈರಾಗಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರು. So he was extremely renounced and then he spent most of his time only discussing Krishna Katha. ಅವರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಥಾ ಬೇರೆ ಭಕ್ತರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮಯ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೋಚನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವರ ಗುರು ನರಹರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ್ ಅವರು ಸ್ವಯಂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೀರ್ತನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುರವರ ಚರಿತ್ರೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅವರ ಜನ್ಮ, ಅವರ ಲೀಲೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರೀ ಅಂತ ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಲೋಚನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್, taking on the order of his spiritual master, went ahead and wrote Sri Chaitanya Mangala. This is one of the greatest works on the same lines as Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, composed by Vrindavan Das Thakur and Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So ಈ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಂಗಳ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಹತ್ತಿರ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಚ್ಚುಮೆಚ್ಚಾದದಂತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಂಗಳದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾನು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, that Narahari, that Lochan Das Thakur over and over again he shows his extreme humility and service attitude towards his guru. ಅವ್ರ ಗುರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣ, ನನ್ನ ಈ ಜೀವನದ ಒಡೆಯ ಯಾರು, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರು. ಅವರ ಚರಣ ಕಮಲ ಸೇರದೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಗುರಿ ಅಂತ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನನ್ನಂಥ ಅಧಮ, ನನ್ನಂಥ ಪತೀತನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಕೃಪೆಯಿಂದ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುವಿನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುವಿನ ಮಹಿಮೆಯನ್ನು ಹಾಡಲು ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ he says that even someone as lowest of the low as himself desires to sing the glories of Sriman Mahaprabhu, and that's possible only by the mercy of his Sri Guru, Sri Narahari Das Thakur.
Hare Krishna.
So it is said that Chaitanya Mangala was so renowned and so popular that just like devotees regularly would chant the epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata, similarly in Bengal till date many Gaudiya Vaishnavas apparently wander around chanting, reciting from Sri Chaitanya Mangala. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur insisted that he would print and distribute personally Srila Lochan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Mangala. It was so dear to him. And we all know our Srila Prabhupada was also fond of his bhajans, especially Parama Karuna. He has written an extensive commentary about that. And while singing Parama Karuna, Srila Prabhupada would, it is said, plunge into an ecstasy of Gauranga Prema. All right. Maybe now we can move on to the song Parama Karuna. Parama Karuna Pahu Doi Janna Nittai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahu Doi Janna Nittai Gaura Chandra Sab Avataram Sara Shiromani Ke dive a little deep into the meaning of this beautiful song. So here, the Lords Sri Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda are being eulogized as the most munificent, supremely munificent, and Sabha Avatara Sara. They are the essence of all avatars. Let's see why all such descriptions have been given for them, and we can appreciate their mercy even more that way. So we often come across these kind of eulogies in the scriptures and in the works of the Acharyas, and this needs to be understood in tattva or in truth. That way, we don't make the aparadha of thinking, oh, this may be an exaggeration, right? Can someone be really this merciful? Or maybe they're just, exaggerating it. So now let's understand who Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu are. They are Krishna and Balaram themselves. Like we heard in last bhajan of Malini Mataji, very nicely sung, Hari Hari Bipale, in that Srila Narottam Das Thakur mentions how Sri Krishna, Vrajendra Nandana Jay, Shachi Shutta Hoilo se, Balaram Hoilo Netai. Vrajendra Nandana is none other than son of Nanda Maharaj. He came down as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Balaram himself came down as Nityananda Prabhu. And so when the Swayam Bhagavan, he's not even any of the avatars, is the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna himself comes down. Can we say that he comes alone, or he comes along with all his associates and entourage? So he always comes along with his entire entourage, not like the modern day avatars where we see that just one person claims out of the blue that he is avatar of Krishna or something like that. So this is all again eulogized in the scriptures already, even before the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just like in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is this shloka which says, Krishna Varnam Tvisha Akrishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtana Prayar Yajantihi Sumedhasaha. Sanga Panga Astra Parshada. That means he was accompanied by his associates, his servants, his weapons, and confidential companions. So, such a great Lord, what did he do? And what did his associates do? It's only in this special avatar that we see such a thing that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he ordered Nityananda Prabhu himself to actually go door to door. Nityananda Prabhu would actually go door to door begging people. What did he beg for people? Some people would actually think that, oh, here is a beggar, and they wanted to get rid of him. But he said, no, I have not come to beg anything from you. He would say, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna Shiksha, Nadiya Godru me Nityananda Mahajan. Such Nityananda Mahajan, who was Balaram himself. And what was the mood of Balaram? Balaram, we've all seen how just because Roma Harshana Sutta, in the assembly of all the great rishis, he was sitting on the Vyasasana, and when Lord Balarama entered that assembly, he didn't get up like all others. He didn't get up to offer respects to Lord Balarama. Just for that offense, Lord Balarama took a grass and made it into an astra, and he killed Roma Harshana Sutta. Such a Lord Balaram now has become Nityananda, who would go door to door and beg people just one thing: please chant the names of Krishna, please learn about Krishna, and please worship Krishna. That's all I ask from you. What I mean, this is inconceivable that the Adi Guru is showing, it's taking such a humble position. Especially previously, it was unheard of that, you know, a guru would go door to door. It was always expected that the disciple become extremely humble. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam gnaninas tattvadarshinaha. That's what is said in Bhagavad Gita too. An aspiring disciple or a disciple has to be so humble and humbly go surrender himself at the lotus feet of the Guru, and then he has to beg for his mercy, do his seva, and then only being pleased with his service attitude, the Guru will enlighten him. But here it's the diametrically opposite, because in Kali Yuga, who is even interested in Adhyatma Gnana? Very, very rarely anybody would be actually interested. And not just that, as though this was not enough, Nityananda Prabhu went on to get even beaten up by Jagai Madhai. My God, this is, I mean, unheard of. It is unprecedented. So that is why this is not at all an exaggeration. And in fact, no words are enough to describe his glories. And so he got beaten up. Madhai, in fact, hit Nityananda Prabhu, as we all know, and he started bleeding. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came he was so angry and he was almost going to kill him. But then Nityananda Prabhu intervened, saying, no, please don't kill. Because if you kill this person who is sinful, all the sinful people of Kali Yuga should also be killed. So in return to him getting beaten up, what did he do? Nityananda Prabhu gave them Krishna Prema. This is why it is said, Sab Avatara, Sara, Shiromani. They are the essence of all avatars. Not just that, they are the crest jewel of all avatars. Because nobody ever has given this priceless Krishna Prema. And this is not just Krishna Prema. Of course, Krishna Prema is nothing, not at all anything ordinary. But even in the Krishna Prema, it is in the bhava of Vrajavasis, the way Vrajavasis loved Krishna. That has been made available to one and all. So that is unparalleled. So, and there are no conditions even, just like many of our Acharyas, even Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj often says this, that even Krishna, when he came, he put a condition: you need to surrender unto me. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. So he is actually ordering, but Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu never. So Nityananda Prabhu himself went and begged them to worship Krishna. And now what is this prema? So the prema is, as Mahaprabhu says, prema pumartho mahan. So it is called the Panchama Purushartha. Even Vedas don't give this. So Vedas only give us 4 Purushartha, that is Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. And this prema is over and beyond all this. So, and okay, just a minute. Okay, so even the Vedas don't give that, and Srimad Bhagavatam goes on to reject all these 4 Purusharthas, saying that they're only cheating us, because ultimately they don't make the spirit soul happy at all. So only Krishna Prema gives us true and full, complete happiness. That's why the Srimad Bhagavatam goes on to say, Savai pumsam paro dharma yatho bhakti radhokshaje ahaituki apratihata ena atma suprasidati. So in this degraded Kali Yuga, no other process works. It's only bhakti. And what is this? What is the kind of bhakti that they taught? Or even what is the kind of Hari Kirtan that they taught? Kali Yuga souls are pretty much, they're not interested in anything. But they've given us such a unique style, Kevala Ananda Kanda, which is fully and completely joyful from the beginning till end, that they introduce this unique process of chanting and dancing. Now in Kali Yuga, of course, the Supreme Lord knows our mentality. We all, everybody in Kali Yuga are interested in, dancing and singing and partying, and, who will want to go do tapasya in the Himalayas in this Kali Yuga? So just to suit our mentality, even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they danced and sang, yet they gave us the highest benefit. Okay, we'll go on to the next stanza. Bhajo bhajo bhai Chaitanya Nitya Sudruda Vishwasa Kori. Bhajo bhajo bhai Chaitanya Nitya Sudruda Vishwasa Kori. Vishaya Chadiya Tera se bhajiya Hai bolo Hari Hari. Bolo Hari Hari. Bhajo bhajo bhai Chaitanya Nitya Sudruda Vishwasa Kori. Vishaya Chadiya Tera se bhajiya Hai bolo Hari Hari. So let's try to understand this second jewel of this bhajan. Sudruda Vishwasa Kori, Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai, Sudruda Vishwasa Kori. So which means with firm faith and conviction, we need to worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. So he's, Lochan Das Thakur is imploring, my dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. If one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, one has to give up his engagement in sense gratification. One simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hari Hari without any motive. So by having this firm faith and conviction, what kind of firm faith, in what do we need to have repose our faith and conviction is that, so here are Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, who are none other than Sri Krishna and Balaram, and they have given us this most excellent, super excellent of all processes, by following which we will attain the highest perfection. This is the faith and conviction which is required. So again, if we see in the Srimad Bhagavatam, let's go back to the shloka which talks about the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Kali Yuga. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtana Prayat Yajanti hi Sumedhasaha. So it says in Kali Yuga, the intelligent people, they take to worshipping this Lord Gauranga through this process of Harinam Sankirtan. So undoubtedly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advented to inaugurate, to give us this Yuga Dharma for Kali Yuga. And Harinam Sankirtan is that Yuga Dharma. In all the scriptures, it has been declared unequivocally that in Kali Yuga, it's only this Harinam Sankirtan, chanting the names of Hari. That's why here Lochan Das Thakur is requesting, Mukhe bolo, Hari, Hari. Keep on chanting Hari, Hari. And, but is there any requirement, is there any mood in which we have to chant these holy names? That he says, yes, there are two requirements. One is that we give up sense gratification. And then, and what else we need to do? By giving up sense gratification, we need to keep chanting Hari Hari, or Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, can go on to the next shloka. Next stanza, I'm sorry. देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन एमना दयाल दाता देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन एमना दयाल दाता पाशु पक्षी झोरे पाषाण Here again, Lochana Thakur is again eulogizing the unparalleled mercy of Sri Sri Gauranitai. He says, my dear brother, just try and examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Lord Nityananda. Their merciful qualities are so great that upon hearing them, even birds and beasts cry and stones melt. My God, it is so wonderful that just by hearing their qualities, even birds, beasts, they cry and stones melt. Again, as we saw, Krishna Prema is the rarest of and the crest jewel of all gems that can ever be offered to anyone. And this is so rare that even to great yogis or rishis or even devatas, it is not available for them. What to speak of people of Kali Yuga like us? How can we say that? Because when Mahaprabhu incarnated on this planet, when his leelas were going on, many of the devatas like Brahma and Mother Parvati, they all came just to get this Krishna Prema from Lord Chaitanya and his associates. So it is not at all, it is sudurlabha, it is very, very rarely available. Such a Krishna Prema is being given away freely, and even for the most unqualified persons of the people of Kali Yuga. And one more thing is that another aspect of their mercy is that unlike the worship of Sri Sri Radha Krishna or Sri Sri Sitaram or other forms of the Lord, these forms of Sri Sri Gauranitai, they do not take any offenses when we approach to worship them. So that is also again their unparalleled merciful feature of these lords, because it is very, very difficult, especially for people of Kali Yuga, to be so pure and so strict in following the vows and in being so pure. Like Bhagavatam again says, Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyahi upadhritaha. So how are the people of Kali Yuga, like has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam, that they are manda, that is, they are very lazy, especially when it comes to any kind of a spiritual endeavor, they are very lazy. Sumanda matayo, they're very less intelligent and misguided too. And manda bhagya, very unlucky and always disturbed. when such is the condition, how can we expect that, all our any endeavor of worshipping them or even chanting their holy names can be free from flaws or free from aparadhas? That is why even when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even before we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra or approach Sri Nama Prabhu, we always pray to the Panchatattva. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So these lords, along with their associates, the Panchatattva, they, out of their great mercy, make us free from our offenses and make us eligible to even approach their lordships and even to chant their holy names. And lastly, about the statement here that just by hearing the pastimes of Sri Sri Gauranitai, the birds and the beasts, they would cry and the stones would melt. There is a similar statement in Srimad Bhagavatam too. I thought I'll bring it up. It's very interesting. In the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Tadashmasaram hridayam batedam yadgrihyamanair harinamadheyaihi navikriyethata yada vikaro netre jalam gatraruheshu harshaha. It means, it says, it is certainly that the heart is steel framed, which in spite of one's chanting the holy name of the Lord with concentration does not change. And then there is no ecstasy that takes place, nor the eyes are filled with tears, nor would the hair stand on the end. So whenever we chant the holy names of the Lord, since Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, his names, his pastimes, Leelas, everything are non-different. Whether we hear the pastimes of Sri Sri Gauranitai or whether we chant the Hare Krishna mantra is the same, it has to have the same effect. And Srimad Bhagavatam says that it is expected that when we hear the pastimes, or in Bhagavatam it is said when we chant the holy names, immediately our heart should melt, actually, our heart should transform, and we should have the ashru in our, the tears in our eyes, and the hairs to stand on the end. Now, if this is not happening, then that is only because of our offenses. So that is why these most supremely merciful lords have given us this golden opportunity to approach them and to pray to them, to chant their holy names and become free from offenses. Okay, we can move on to the next stanza. Samsare madhiya rohile poriya se pade nahi lo asha. Samsare madhiya rohile poriya se pade nahi lo asha. Apana karama gunjaye shamana After all this, at the end, Srila Lochan Das Thakur says that he regrets that he is entrapped by this whirlpool of sense gratification. Since I have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, Yamaraja, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this moment. So, such an exalted Vaishnava Acharya laments that he's stuck in this whirlpool of samsara, sagara, and that he has no attraction to their lotus feet. What can be said more of their humility? And this is like a common theme that we can see in so many Acharyas' works, that they all lament that they haven't really done any bhakti. It could be Narottam Das Thakur, it could be Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, or even Srila Purandara Dasa, Kanakadasa, so many Acharyas all around. They're taking our position and then saying that we're really wasting our time here, instead of being attracted to this nectarian sweet pastimes and names of the Supreme Lords. We are doing so many other things which are unnecessary, and so they are also showing us that this is required. This kind of lamentation is also required, and it paves way to real humility, because when we are able to see our own faults, then the lamentation comes, and especially when we feel that, oh, we are not doing bhakti, instead we are wasting time, definitely it will make us cry for the mercy of the Lord, and that is when we can attract the Lord's mercy. So that way we can pour our heart out and then confess our shortcomings, which is required. We may not have the spiritual strength to carry on our spiritual material duties in a very efficient manner, but that's okay. What can be done? It is already understood and given in the scriptures how we people of Kali Yuga have so much of other challenges going on. So I'd like to give a small example of how Purandara Dasa also laments in the same way, just and that is it is actually the beginning, or the Ugha Bhoga. It is called the Ugha Bhoga, which is like a prelude to a song, and it conveys pretty much the same message. So ಹಗಲು ನಾಲ್ಕು ಜಾವ ಹಸಿವೆಗೆ ಕಳೆದೆನೋ ഇരുಳು ನಾಲ್ಕು ಜಾವ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳೆದೆನೋ ವ್ಯರ್ಥವಾಯಿತಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸಂಸಾರ ಸುಖವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಯ್ಯ ತಂದೆ ದೇವ ದೇವರ ದೇವ ಜಗತ್ರಯಂಗಳ ಕಾಯ್ವ ಜಗತ್ರಯಂಗಳ ಕಾಯ್ವ ಭಾಮ ಜಪಿತನೇ ಎರಗಿ ಭಜಿಪೆನೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಶರಣ ಸನ್ನಿಧಿಗೆ ಕರುಣದಿಂದಲಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯನು ಎನಗಿತ್ತು ಮರೆಯದ ಸಲಹೋ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ. So here also he's lamenting in the same way, how throughout the day my life has gone in trying to make ends meet and satisfying the belly, and in the night I'm going after objects of sense gratification. I've pretty much wasted my whole life. Oh my Lord, what do I do now? You being the kind father of Lord Brahma, please give me a chance to remember you and chant your holy names incessantly. So this is brings us to the end of this bhajan. So we can all now chant along from the first stanza. I'll chant once and you all can stay on mute and then repeat along. Parama karuna pahudoilana Nittai Gaura Chandra Parama karuna pahudoilana Nittai Gaura Chandra Sabavatar Sarashiromani Kevalananda Kanda Sabavatar Sarashiromani Kevalananda Kanda Parama Karuna Bahudayana